activities catered for, obviously. You would. I think you're getting a bit past it.
That is Mr. Parrot's car, isn't it?
Yes.
Presumably leaving the school. Godfrey, isn't it? The first time I've seen Godfrey.
Yes. But who the lady is, I don't know. That's Gillian and Mrs. Parrot again. About to have a picnic, or just had one, I should think.
That's nice, wherever it is. Reservoir?
Somewhere it's a reservoir. That was Godfrey again, wasn't it?
Godfrey.
And Edward there.
Mr. P. Oh. Here we go again. Close finish anyway, wasn't it? Whoever it is.
Godfrey in the background. Now this is Mrs. Ford and obviously several members of the family
It's
there.
like a school thing again, isn't it? This Godfrey, yes.
I think that was Dr. Ford, Eileen Ford's
Mhm.
husband. Yes, that is him.
Interesting.
Somebody's garden looks a bit like House in the Wood, I think.
I think so.
Eve's Corner here. Wonder if we can date it. It's prior to the 70s. Workshop still on the corner there. I think it must have been after the bank started.
Before Miss Tansey's cottage was altered. Yes, well before the bank.
The bank is there, look,
Yes,
so this is
yes,
after
it is.
1962.
But the joinery shop's still
And
there.
there's a lorry of ours. I wonder which one that was. Hardware shop
Just
being
opening.
prepared, and that
Yeah.
opened in 65.
Uh-huh. That looks like your Riley yard then.
Did it?
Yeah, I think it was. There's Joe.
Now we've got to Waltham Abbey. Now that we were there from 61 to 64, and that is a fairly late stage, probably getting on to the end of 63, beginning of 64, I should think.
I recognised Joe and Percy in that first shot, but I couldn't name the others.
Ron Beer, who was
Yes.
Joe's nephew or something,
Yes.
was he?
Ah.
Joe is there with Percy above him. Is it Percy Searles?
Yes, I think it is.
And that's Ron Beer.
Yeah.
In the days when we did our own scaffolding,
Yes.
obviously.
One of the first jobs I went out on, you were climbing round on the bare poles of that. I remember. It's quite interesting. Measuring stone, I think.
This is at the southwest corner. There was a corbel there that the statue was eventually stood on, so it was before the statue came.
Was that cherry?
It's a good question. This is still at Waltham Abbey.
Yeah. Used to go fishing round back there.
Somebody is now. Onto the north side now, where we didn't do an awful lot of work on that side. Interior views didn't come out very well, you might say.
Inadequate lighting. of Barker.
Could be.
In those days,
Now we're
Joe
somewhere
didn't
else.
drive.
This is Bert Rushbrook
Yeah.
and George, I believe that was, and this is Royden Church, I seem to recall. Again, about 63, I think. That's George Rushbrook at the back there.
Yes.
And that's Ernie Hazel, isn't it?
Oh yes. Forgotten all about him.
Still Royden, I believe. These are shots of the village there.
It was quiet. Car inside.
That's the change in 30 years.
Yes. Is that Fred Annett?
No, that's Woolard.
Charlie Woolard.
Charlie Woolard and Walter
Walter
Gibson.
Gibson, yes.
Now, where is he laying bricks? Is that house in the wood?
It's the right brickwork.
Mick Fletcher.
Fletcher. Ah,
Fretton's Gatehouse we're on to now.
viewed from Fretton's End, is it?
Yes, looking down. That was the head gardener who, I can't recall his name, but he lived in that house originally, didn't he?
Hmm. There you
I
go.
wonder who that is. Now that dates it. I had that car in 1964, at the beginning of 64.
Yeah. Alan Rose,
So-
that wasn't it?
Was it Alan
I think
Rose?
so.
The other one was Brian Johnson.
Yes.
Harry Bowles
Bowles,
there.
yeah.
Don't know where that was.
No.
This is the drive to House in the Wood, is it?
Is that Charlie's car? No. Looks like.
Mr. Barrett with
Ah,
Edward, wasn't it?
yes.
Seems to be a fire somewhere now. Now that's Thaxted. And those are Thaxted almshouses with the windmill in the background.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some rotten timber here, presumably at
Backstairs
Thaxted.
roof, I think.
We did several roofs there around about that time. The Southeast Chapel, I believe, was the first.
That's
That's
Frank Frost, yeah.
And Bob Brazier.
Crumbs, he's working hard. More rotten wood.
Yes, that's Bob still carrying hassocks about. I've got an idea we've moved onto another church. I think it might be Great Samford, where we did the South Aisle. Yes, that's Great Samford, looking down from the church. There's Roy Firmin
Firmin, yeah.
and young Miller at the back there,
Keith
wasn't
Miller.
it? Keith Miller.
It's 4 o'clock.
Yeah, there we are, proof that we were on the South Aisle.
Yeah.
It's now 4:15.
Don't get much done in a quarter of an hour, do they?
Bob Brazier again. Playing up to the camera, I think. That's the pub in Great Samford.
Pond?
No, there isn't a pond there. Don't think. This is Finchingfield, obviously taken on the way home. another church. North Weald. Yes, all the roofs were burnt off. Obviously this was the early stages.
Mhm.
But we had to put all new roofs on this. Nave, chancel and southeast chapel and vestry. That's the vestry. I think again this occurred in 1964. Percy Searles again, is it?
Yes.
Got the wrong coloured shirts on for a fire damage job, I think. The tower was relatively undamaged other than Eve's Corner again, and Ray Hazel. Don't know where he is though.
They are concrete blocks, aren't they, in the background?
It looks like it, yes. His name was Allen.
Bill Allen.
Bill Allen, you think, yes.
Think
But
so.
again, I don't know where, except that he's in a hole.
The same hole that Ray Hazel was in.
Here's Joe and Bob Brazier, Joe Vale and Bob Brazier. Look as though they're in the yard.
Cut some stone,
Yes, you're right. They're cutting
the
stone.
old-fashioned way. Still the cheapest.
Probably. Now, where are we? Back to North Weald, I think. Yes, well on in the job now, look, with new roofs going on. That looked like Frank Frost
Yes.
from the way he was walking.
Swaying.
It could have been Bill Hazel, actually. I think we might see a close-up
Yeah.
presently.
Yeah, could be right. Nice roof.
Yes, we
Heavy.
don't often get the opportunity to do jobs like that nowadays because we have to save so much of the original timber,
Yeah.
even if it's rubbish. that road has been bypassed now. The new road runs to the north of the church. This is looking southwards over the airfield.
Oh.
We're back looking down from the tower onto the new work. That's the South Chapel they're working on there.
It does look like Frank Frost.
Yeah, now that's Bill Hazel. That's Brian Linnet.
Was that the Bill Hazel known as Ruggy Hazel?
That's right, yes. That's a good view.
That's Phil Cross.
Yes, apprentice.
He's still got his claw bar.
Another view of Brian Linnet and Bill Hazel at the back, I think.
Looks as though it'll fit.
This was in the days when things were done properly. Nowadays we have big timbers all coupled together with stainless steel brackets. Not a nail or a bolt in sight here. That's Bill Hazel. His hand looks as though it was at some risk there.
Go on, Brian. That's the tongue out, the answer.
That's Frank Frost. They were both there.
He's a great chap, he was.
He was a real character.
That's Ruggy.
Yes. That is Ron Beer again.
Yeah. Whoa. Been overtaken by his load.
That looks like Jack Hazel, would you say?
Yes.
Yes, that's Jack.
He started as a horseman, didn't he, on the phone?
Yes.
Just have to catch the horse to take to the brickfields. Big name. It's Will Parker.
Yes. George Rushbrook.
Yes.
Bob Brazier in the front, and oh, we're on a different job now. I think that's Burnham Church, St Mary's at Burnham. That looks like Charlie Woolard again, does it?
I reckon, yeah.
Yes, Bert Rushbrook doing something, but I don't know what or where. It's obviously a jamstone. I should think it might be in the workshop, in the stone shed at the top of the yard.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're in the yard again. Eric Temple, followed by Mick Fletcher, electricians. Now
Miller?
this is Keith Miller, is it?
Keith Miller, I think, yeah.
Though why he should be scaffolding, I don't know.
Because that's how it was in those days. It's
That's
Gibson.
Walter Gibson. Who is this?
It's Keith Miller again.
I believe that is, yes. Now we're into
like
the yard again.
Phil
now.
Cross.
That's Mitch, Morris Bardwell.
And that was looking looking at the old plumber's shop, isn't it, in the back of
of the
hardware
workshop, yes, and where the hardware shop
Yes.
is now. It looks as though it's just been
being
built.
done?
Look,
Yeah, this is the roof.
that's Keith Miller again.
Snow on the
Oh,
ground.
that's Terry Bruce
That's
there.
right. Yes. His father used to work at Ashdowns.
That's right. There's Morris Bardwell again, otherwise known as Mitch. Since been selling plastic windows or something. Now that's the one I couldn't remember his name.
Nor can I for the moment.
Bricklayer apprentice.
I was trying to think of the same one.
There's Charlie chasing the girls again.
What's that girl's name?
April
April
Burr.
Burr, that's the one.
Yes, that's Charlie Brazier. 50 years with the firm.
Father before him.
That's Brian Clark, look.
Dave Clark, whatever.
And Roy Furman.
Sliding.
Again, I don't know where. Sliding doors somewhere.
That's in the hardware shop. We had a sliding door to the toilet. The toilet was halfway along the wall inside.
No, it's got
Isn't it?
reflections of trees in it.
Oh,
Brian Clark still with us. And that's Brian
Brian
Johnson,
Johnson,
isn't it?
yes.
A painter. Don't know where that is.
all that. It's not to Brickfields, is it? Brickmaker. No.
No. That's the back road to Malden, I think. Now this is
Longwood.
Longwood.
Yes.
We did big extensions there in sort of 64, 65, I should think.
Yeah. Thereabouts.
That's Dick Morris.
Yep.
He's still alive as far as I know.
Uh-huh.
Around about 90, I think.
Ex-miner, wasn't he?
Yes. Brought up from South Wales in the Depression and given a house and a job. And he never forgot it. Chris Masterson, the plumber apprentice.
Yeah. He's still with the water board, I think. Inspector.
Became an inspector, did he?
Yeah. Can't fix him for the minute.
No. They did work hard when the camera was on them, didn't they?
Can't see his face. Oh,
That's Peter Hodge, look.
yeah.
Poor fella died about a year ago, didn't
Yes.
he? Suffered ill health for years.
Bob,
Peter Linnett?
is it?
Oh, I believe that's Peter Linnett.
Right, yeah.
Recognise the jumper. How to make a ledged and braced door. That's Peter Hodge again.
Yeah.
Back to Fretton's Gatehouse. That's Edward.
Mm.
And his father.
Interesting shots, you could say.
I suspect it was
That's his
Godfrey
daughter, I think,
playing
there, isn't it?
tricks.
Is that Jill? Oh no.
That's
What?
Dillis.
That's Dillis, yeah.
Dillis Linnett, now retired. Hasn't changed a lot, has she?
Donald Hogbind.
Yes, he was the bookkeeper for a few years, wasn't he? Obviously locked
quick.
out of the bank. Oh, now we have Godfrey's wedding. Great Batter Church, was it?
Yes. Kingham. Was that then?
Yes, he's since divorced that lady, married again, and his second wife died,
Mm.
and he's now married a third time. Latin Church.